Imagine trying to book a flight for your next vacation, but there are no travel websites. You literally have to call every single airline one by one.
Oh, man. Like just waiting on hold forever.
Right. And writing down prices on a notepad just to figure out the cheapest option, it's agonizing. And yet that highly manual process is exactly how a lot of connectivity pricing still works today. You wait on emails, you chase down quotes, and you just lose valuable time.
Yeah, you really do.
So let's tackle that massive pain point we just mentioned. The waiting game. I mean, the industry standard has essentially been this giant, frustrating waiting game. You fire off a request for a quote, you hit send, and then you just stare at your screen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is completely out of your hands at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, think about the practical reality for a buyer. They need connectivity options across several different locations, right?
Right.
But they cannot just log into a single centralized portal and see what is available. So what happens? They find themselves manually typing out and firing off multiple emails to multiple different suppliers.
And those suppliers are rarely, sitting in the office next door. They are scattered all over the map.
Please.
So you send an email on your Monday morning from New York, but the supplier is in Tokyo, so it is already late Monday night for them.
Yeah, so they do not even open your message until your Tuesday.
Right.
Then somebody on the other side of that screen has to do their own internal research, check their availability, and calculate their pricing. That might take another full day.
Wow.
Yeah, and by the time they finally hit reply, you are midway through your week. And remember, that is just one single supplier, which leads to really high operational inefficiency. It genuinely slows down actual business growth.
Which brings us to the solution we are looking at today for this deep dive, and that is web pricing.
Right.
Just to define it clearly right out of the gate for you listening, web pricing is a platform by DC Connect. And its entire purpose is to tackle that exact administrative pain we just described.
Yeah, the core premise here is actually quite straightforward. The platform provides instant connectivity pricing.
Okay, instant.
Yes. It takes all of those disparate, disconnected suppliers and aggregates multiple providers into one single platform.
So it completely removes the need for intermediaries. Instead of being the person waiting on 5 different email threads and, managing different time zones, you are just going to one place.
Precisely. It is about ensuring much faster decision-making and bringing a vital level of increased transparency to the whole process. You see the options, you see the pricing, and you move forward without all that manual operational friction.
Which sounds great in theory, right? The goal is transparency and speed. But telecom menus have this reputation for being incredibly dense and just difficult to navigate. You log into some of these industry portals and you feel like you need a specialized degree just to ask for a basic quote.
Right.
So how does a user actually interact with this platform without getting bogged down in menus?
What's fascinating here is the way the user experience has been structured. They did not build a complex, cluttered dashboard full of technical dropdowns.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it is designed from the ground up to be a simple comparison-first interface.
So it's essentially like a Google Hotels search, but for connectivity.
That is a perfect way to look at it.
Like when I want to book a room, I just put in my destination and my dates, and I see all the available options from different hotel chains lined up right next to each other on one screen.
Exactly. The web pricing interface is built on that exact same philosophy.
Yeah.
It is highly intuitive.
That makes a lot of sense.
The mechanics are focused entirely on inputting a location and immediately displaying side-by-side results. You are presented with a clean view where you can easily evaluate and compare pricing across different providers instantly.
Walk us through that actual workflow. If a client logs in right now to use this, what does the user journey actually look like?
Well, it is reduced to a very simple 3-step journey.
Okay.
Step 1, you compare multiple carrier options globally. Step 2, you find the best pricing based on your specific requirements.
Right.
And step 3, you instantly evaluate and choose the most suitable solution. That is it. Compare, find, choose.
I love that. Keep it simple. But what exactly are they pricing in those 3 steps? Let's talk about the core services. What are the specific solutions available on the platform?
Sure. So the platform focuses on 3 core solutions. The first is point-to-point connectivity, or P2P.
Okay, P2P.
Yeah. This is primarily the connectivity you need for data center interconnection and cloud connectivity. You get multiple options from different providers, allowing you to focus on the performance and scalability you need. The second core solution is dedicated internet access, which is commonly known as DIA.
And how does the platform handle DIA pricing specifically?
What is highly practical here is that it offers per building pricing. You are not just getting a general regional quote. You can easily compare DIA options across multiple providers for a specific building address.
And the third core solution?
The third is broadband business services. So you have P2P, DIA, and broadband business. All three follow that exact same simple three-step journey.
And we really need to emphasize something important for the user here. Getting these quotes takes just a few clicks, but more importantly, accessing this platform is entirely free. There is no cost to use it, there is no subscription required, and there are no hidden fees to run these searches.
That is a critical point.
Yeah.
The barrier to entry for buyers is effectively zero. It is designed purely to eliminate the delays and the manual effort we talked about at the beginning.
Okay, but let me push back on this a little bit.
Sure.
A search engine is really only as useful as the inventory it has access to, right?
Oh.
Like, if I search for a hotel in a small town and the engine only knows about 3 big cities, it is totally useless to me. How much coverage does this platform actually have?
The global reach is actually quite extensive. The platform is available in 63 countries right now.
Wow, 63 countries.
Yes, and to pull that off, they partner with both Tier 1 data center providers, so, your massive global network backbones, and Tier 2 providers as well.
Right, like the local regional network.
Exactly. And because they integrate all of that specific infrastructure, it means you gain access to highly reliable and, well, consistent pricing, totally regardless of the geography.
That completely changes the dynamic of the time zone issue we discussed earlier.
Completely.
Right.
Because it is an on-demand platform, users can access this network pricing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Which is how it should be.
Right. You do not have to wait for an office in London or Tokyo to open to get your pricing. It is simply there when you need it.
But, having thousands of partners updating prices constantly across 63 countries raises a very practical concern for the user.
What's that?
How do you avoid just drowning in irrelevant data? If a client searches for a specific address in Frankfurt, they do not want to sift through hundreds of options that do not actually apply to that specific street.
Oh, absolutely not.
That is just replacing an email headache with a data headache.
And that is exactly where the Smart Search feature comes in. The platform is not just a static list of prices.
Okay.
It utilizes auto-enrichment and real-time APIs to deliver localized, precise, location-based results.
Let's clarify auto-enrichment for a second. Like, if I type in an address, what is the system doing behind the scenes?
So auto-enrichment basically means the system does the heavy administrative lifting to verify the location instantly.
Okay.
If you type in a building name or even an incomplete address, the system cross-references it against global real estate and telecom databases in milliseconds. It figures out the exact building footprint and identifies which service providers actually have a presence there before it even asks them for a price. It uses intelligent search capabilities to ensure the results you see are strictly relevant to your query.
That saves so much time.
And furthermore, the system continuously learns from user interactions. So as a user, you do not have to do all the manual filtering and research yourself.
Right.
The Smart Search narrows the field down immediately and hands you the most accurate location-based pricing available.
So what does this all mean for the back end? You have got thousands of partners, real-time database checks, and constant updates. How does the engine not crash under the weight of that data? Like, how does the platform actually pull these localized real-time results so quickly?
Well, keeping it strictly high level, web pricing is powered by automated pricing logic.
Okay, automated pricing logic.
Right. There is a real-time calculation engine that operates behind the scenes. When you hit search, the system does not send a message to a human to do math. That automated logic instantly identifies the relevant connectivity options, calculates the pricing based on the latest data from the providers, and generates your quote instantly.
So there are no manual interventions slowing the calculation down.
None at all. The calculation is completely instantaneous.
Here's where it gets really interesting, though, because when you look at how this functions, web pricing isn't just a search tool for a single user.
Right.
It actually operates as a two-sided marketplace.
That is definitely the best way to understand its position in the industry. It is a complete marketplace model connecting two distinct sides directly.
Okay, let's break that down.
Sure. On one side, you have the buyers. These are enterprises, ISPs, and network resellers.
Right.
For them, the value is clear. They get transparent, delay-free pricing at no cost, as we discussed.
Right. They get the speed, the zero cost, and the easy Google-like interface.
Exactly.
But let me challenge this from the other side. If I am a seller like a service provider, Why would I want my pricing exposed in a free marketplace? If buyers can just put my price side by side with my competitors, isn't that just a race to the bottom? Why would a seller willingly participate?
It is a valid question, but it really comes down to the realities of the modern market. If we connect this to the bigger picture, you start to see the real competitive advantage here, especially for the sellers.
Okay, how so?
Well, in the telecom industry today, visibility is absolutely critical. The rule is very simple. If buyers cannot see your offering the exact moment they need it, they will not choose you.
Right, because if I am a buyer and I can get 3 quotes instantly on the platform, I am not going to wait 3 days for a 4th quote just to see if it might be slightly cheaper.
Exactly. You are not going to wait.
I am moving forward with the ones I have right in front of me.
Precisely. By participating in this marketplace, sellers gain 24/7 visibility. They are placed directly into a real-time comparison environment where active buyers are ready to make a decision. Sellers are trading the old system of hiding their margins for a massive increase in volume and visibility. It optimizes their customer relationship because they are immediately accessible.
And what is the cost for the sellers to get that visibility?
Just like it is for the buyers, participation for the sellers is entirely free.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there are no onboarding costs, and there are no subscription fees to list their services.
Do we have the hard numbers to show that this marketplace is actually active? Like, it sounds great in theory, but is there real volume passing through it right now?
Oh, the scale is substantial. The platform currently holds over 1 million real-time DIA prices.
Over 1 million.
Yes, and it features more than 30 ISP partners and connects to over 7,000 endpoints. And for both the buyer and the seller, this massive pool of data and instant visibility leads to significantly faster deal cycles.
Right, I can see that. Okay, so the platform provides this sleek visual interface, the simple dashboard where you can see everything, compare it, and make your choice. But what if a user wants an even simpler way to interact? What if you are on the move, or you just have a very specific one-off question, and you want a conversational way to get a quote on the fly without even opening a full dashboard?
That is a very real use case, and it is exactly why the platform introduced Vera.
Okay, Vera. Who or what is Vera?
Vera is a conversational AI assistant integrated directly into the web pricing environment. It provides the exact same 247 global coverage, just through a different interface.
So to clarify the experience for the user, is it essentially a chatbot?
Yes, but a highly specialized one. It is designed to feel as easy and intuitive as texting a colleague.
Oh, nice.
You do not need to navigate through menus or even use the 3-step journey on the dashboard. You can simply ask Vera to retrieve P2P, DIA, or broadband pricing.
So I could literally just open the chat and type, I need DIA pricing for this specific building in London, and it handles the rest.
Exactly. It bypasses the manual input entirely. It will instantly pull the real-time answers for you.
That's incredibly easy.
Yeah, and you can also use it to quickly explore alternative options or ask to see different providers right there in the chat interface. It is simply an alternative, highly intuitive way to interact with the platform's data.
It is about removing even the slightest bit of friction. If you prefer the visual dashboard comparison, you have it. If you prefer just asking a quick question in a chat window, you have Vera.
Exactly. It adapts entirely to the user's immediate need.
For decades, procuring connectivity meant slow, manual administrative processes. It meant waiting on emails, fighting with time zones, and hoping you got a clear answer from a supplier across the globe.
The total headache.
But now, with a platform by DC Connect like WebPricing, that entire process is moving to instant real-time access. And that shift is entirely driven by automation, by total transparency in a two-sided marketplace, and by pure speed.
This raises an important question, and it is something the source material touches on directly. We are talking about foundational telecom infrastructure here.
Right.
The very connectivity that allows modern global enterprises to function. If this foundational infrastructure can now be accessed, compared, and priced instantly, how will this impact global business speed and innovation as a whole?
It is an incredible thought. When the friction of simply getting connected disappears, how much faster can every other project move?
Exactly.
Well, that pretty much covers it.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us on the DC Connect podcast.